I'm making this video very spur of the moment. It is 5 November 2021. I've pretty much abandoned the documentary slash web series project at this point. But one of the main goals of that was getting to the point where I would get to do ketamine treatments for my CRPS. And on Monday, 8 November 2021, I'll get to do my first low dose ketamine treatment. And so that's why I'm sitting here in yesterday's makeup filming this while I think about it. I won't remember it later that I need to do it, and I don't know if I'll have a chance or a quiet space, so I'm just gonna go ahead and film it here in the basement. And so I have been doing nothing but med management for my CRPS for the past literal couple of years, since I lost my insurance due to not being able to work anymore and having Indiana Medicaid. Indiana Medicaid obviously doesn't cover my doctor in Chicago, who is the best specialist I've found for CRPS. So we've just done minimal office visits where we talk about what options we're going to look at when I get Medicare, which I finally have. A couple years into having disability, you get Medicare, and so I finally reached that point. And as of 1 October 2021, I have Medicare. So, which I didn't actually know because they don't explain it to you very well. So anyways, so we had booked this in. So I'm staying with my sort of brother-in-law, and a couple of his kids. I help them get up for school, stuff like that, while he works. So, having your aunt say, "Hey, come on, you've overslept." That is not awake. That is the opposite of awake, is far more effective than an alarm clock, especially when you slept through your alarm clock. So I'm packing to go over to Mike's parents, which is where I'm supposed to be staying, for the next couple of days, and then we go back to Highland House on Sunday to cut the 4-hour drive, or up to 4-hour drive, down to a maximum of 2 hours, more realistically probably an hour and 15 minutes on Monday morning in Chicago traffic. Donnie now lives in Highland House, so when Mike and I go there, I get the bedroom, the guys take the living room, which is very chivalrous and kind. So I will be, I'm kind of packing 2 different bags, because one is just to go into Mike's parents' house. I have some clothes and drawers there. I'm supposed to be, like I said, I'm supposed to actually be there more of the time, so I do keep clothes there and stuff, but a lot of times it's not exactly what I want. So I'm packing some favorite things, and I'm packing like the comfortable pants I know that I want to be wearing for my infusion and stuff. And then I'm packing a bigger bag to go to Highland House with like the correct blanket, because with the Eladonia from CRPS, I can only use certain textures of blankets. I keep one of those in my bedroom at Mike's, but I don't have one at Highland House, so I take that with me. I don't have a neck pillow over there. I don't have at Highland, I mean. I don't have like any stuffies at Highland, so I need to pack all of those things. So I use this larger bag for that. And I take my toiletries to each place because leaving them even at Mike's is kind of silly. So I just have a set of travel ones. By the way, the avocado behind me, this year RamenCon finally ran again. It didn't run last year because plague. Well, not plague, because plague was only in the Southwest. I'm referring to the bubonic plague, which is caused by rats. Well, spread by rats. But COVID, so this year RamenCon ran with precautions. And I was a burrito for a lot of it. So this year I decided the burrito with my tortilla blanket should have some veg, especially since I spend a lot of my time in a household that has really, really good tacos. My brother-in-law can make like some amazing tacos. Anyway, I ordered an avocado for that costume and is plush and is amazing. So, no, this is not an actual tattoo, it's a sticker. I wish it was a real tattoo. I've been greatly discouraged to get a face tattoo for fear of spread of CRPS, and now that I'm getting my ketamine treatment, there will be no more tattoos, no more body piercings, assuming of course that the ketamine does absolutely anything, which I hope it does. I'm not gonna count on that because the dorsal ganglion root stimulator was supposed to work. It's supposed to be the best cutting edge technology in CRPS at that time. And it didn't work for me, remember? So there's videos about that. In fact, I think I'm linking to some of those on my Facebook or something, or my Insta this month, because it is CRPS Awareness Month, which I just realized is really effing ironic since, you know, I'm doing some recording because this is monumental in my CRPS journey, and it's happening during CRPS month. If I were still actually doing vlogging on a regular basis, that would be amazing. Now it's just kind of funny and ironic. Anyway, so how this ended up happening is when I told my doctor we had a date for when I was getting Medicare. Medicare now covers low dose propofol. Low dose ketamine, and low dose ketamine can be given in office, and it's generally, at least at this particular doctor, and this does not speak to how it is done everywhere nationwide with every doctor. He gives it with propofol to sedate the patient so that the hallucinations that come from the ketamine are not as bothersome and don't cause any like major freakouts. I'm really hoping that he pre-medicates with Zofran. I forgot to ask. If you're unfamiliar with the effects of ketamine in like infusion form, it does cause or can cause hallucinations and nausea. So I know that he's basically knocking me out to run the infusion, and I've had propofol before. It's what they give you, or what they gave me anyway, for my endoscopy and my colonoscopy. And I want to say one other thing. I don't remember what the other procedure was. It's what they gave me when they did the beer blocks, which was this thing where they would drain my leg of blood and fill it full of anesthetic, like lidocaine. Didn't work, but if you want to see something really scary, look it up online. Like beer block, BIER. Anyways, so, yeah, Uh, propofol doesn't hurt. I mean, it does, like, initially, like, you feel it when it goes in through the IV. It hurts, but you know that you're gonna feel nothing after that. Uh, so, and yes, it's the drug that killed Michael Jackson, whatever. Like, in a doctor's setting, they are, you know, doing it correctly, and they're doing it in the correct dosage and stuff. So, anyways, yeah, so I'm having that done. And then they just kind of do the infusion slowly. As I've been told, there's someone in the room the entire time. Like, there's a trained medical person in the room the entire time. Uh, so, like, our plan is that then we will stay at Highland House that night. And, I'm just hoping not to have horrible nausea. I'm hoping that I'll be able to function. And, like, even if I'm kind of just stuck in my bed, that I won't feel sick. That's all I care about. I just don't want to feel sick. And then I have to be watched by like an adult for 24 hours because it's anesthesia. So if we drive back that night or even the next morning, I'd still be having to go to Mike's where like there are several adults. And I don't know if it'll be right away or not that I come back here. So I want to make sure that I pack a little bit of extra stuff in the second bag because it's my stuff for there, but it's also making sure that I have enough things that if I go back there for a couple of days, I have what I need. So, yeah. But yeah, so I'm gonna hope that someone tapes right after the ketamine, and I'm gonna hope that I remember to tape once I'm coherent. Bye, guys.